football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football is in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can...
He's got it deep downfield. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sent down by Cody Barton.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hone him down near the line.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's incomplete left side.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Fields on 3rd. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move. Coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's tackled for no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Flushed out of the pocket. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. 3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it! Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league is a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. It is cut left side. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
From the gun, Piron. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Buys time, rolling right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Calvin Austin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go. Up.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers first down.
Here we go, Scott. Right. Sit right.
Running behind center with Harris. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They start out 2nd and 10. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, Scott.
Fields out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready? Go.
Nix off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Trying again following the sack. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Ready?
Play action with Nix. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Throwing off the play fake here. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup ahead of 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's go.
Shotgun handoff to Piron. Spinning his way to the end zone. Touchdown. The Broncos get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this, Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Fields throwing here. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And that's good for a gain of 5. That tackle by Levi Wallace. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Steelers with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Good.
Fields looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Play action, Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Here we go. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. Denver set to take the field on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down. Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Let's go now.
3rd and long for Nix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And it falls incomplete. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up.
Now Fields. It's taken in by Washington. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Nix. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Has this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. We just watched a fine first half from the man from Oregon, Bo Nix. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2 touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
He fields it from the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 now from the 30. Now we'll give up the middle to Piron. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Mims with the ground. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Nix again on second and 10. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. They go play action here. Completed to Reynolds. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Here we go. Right. Right.
They'll run here on first down. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down throw for Fields. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, they'll run. A lot of grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Here we go, son.
Right up the gut. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Go, son. Ready?
Design bootleg here. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he recovers his own mistake. He can keep going here.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Escapes out to the left. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Broncos offense all set to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Nix with it on 1st. He rolls to his right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Cut by Sutton. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now following the play, we have the medical staff hurrying out as we look and see it's Cortland Sutton in some pain down there. Nix off the play action. It's taken in by Williams. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll throw again. Nix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Nix from the gun. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. And he's dropped. They got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Broncos with it here, hoping to close out a playoff victory.
On the ready.
4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. Play action with Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a first down. Straight ahead with Williams. He breaks the tackle, and he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. This one's caught. It's a Denver touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Fields on first down. Catch made by Austin. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So here comes the Bronco offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah. Not
just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They're set up at the 35 now. Putting the tight end in motion. They go play action on first. On the move, headed right. Finding Reynolds. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A pistol snap. Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's got... The ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Go.
Throwing now, following the turnover. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, off play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Escapes the pocket. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Broncos keep running away with this. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's going to be caught by Washington. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Steelers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, son. Right.
Here's Fields to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Punt team on the field. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Broncos get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
They're going play action. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Headed out right. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Nicks off the play action. Buying some time right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
He takes it himself. And he's tackled for a short gain. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts.
That's a gain of 3.
Let's go now.
It's 3rd and 7.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.